Backed by no one's demand and coming soon to a library near you, Nubia returns, 'cause the struggle is still real. Too real. Back in 2021, I reviewed the comic book Nubia, Real One. It was a reimagining of Wonder Woman's black twin sister Nubia set in the modern world. This was during the fall-off period of identity politics in comic books, so the book checked all the boxes, and it remains one of the most impressive hot messes I've ever read. It's one of those books that leaves you asking, who is this for? And, are you sure this wasn't written by a Klansman? 'Cause it kind of reads like it was written by a Klansman. I'll link to my review video in one of the cards. Now, this might come as a surprise, but the book wasn't that popular. I'm sure it filled some spots in libraries, but it didn't break any sales numbers. It did get nominated for a Harvey Award and won an Ignite Award, which is an award focused on minority creators. So, since apparently nobody's talking about this book, DC Comics decided to greenlight a sequel, Nubia, Too Real. At least this title doesn't feel like it's missing a definite article. From the summary, quote, "The highly anticipated sequel," let me stop you right there. Highly anticipated. By whom? Who was talking about this book? Who was clamoring for another story about Nubia, Real One? Not the real one, just Real One. Ain't nobody talking about this book. Ain't nobody thought about this book since it came out. Hell, I forgot I even made the video. So no, this book isn't highly anticipated. Even for marketing purposes, that's a bit of a stretch. So let's fix it so it makes more sense. Quote, "The highly unexpected sequel to Nubia Real One highlights the importance of self-acceptance and the enduring power of true friendship. After a turbulent school year, Nubia is both thrilled and anxious as she embarks on a transformative summer training with the Amazons of Themyscira." Normally I wouldn't stop there, but that sentence is really clunky. She embarks on a transformative summer training. Feels like it's missing a preposition. She embarks on a transformative summer of training. That makes more sense. Anyway, quote, "Amid the mounting pressures of expectations, she grapples with feeling like an outsider, letting the weight of her self-doubt strain her most important relationships. Just when she thought her life couldn't get more complicated, her biggest fear threatens the safety of everyone on Paradise Island." Having read the first book, I feel like I already know where the story will probably go. It's gotta be all about racism. That was the plot of the first book, and I can't see the creators dropping that theme. Now, how this will work is up for grabs because it's already been established in the first book that there are non-white women on Themyscira. It's going to be pretty special for them to suddenly be racist when Nubia shows up. That said, there is some potential for a good story out of this. Nubia would be the youngest person on the island, which would definitely make her feel like an outsider. She's got male friends, and the Amazons, no matter how much DC Comics wants to deny it, hate men, so that's bound to be awkward. Then there's the general culture shock of the Amazons' lifestyle and lack of technology compared to what Nubia would be used to. There's enough there to make for an interesting story. The creators would also have more to work with if all the Amazons weren't adults. That would give Nubia girls her own age to interact with, and that would create enough interesting conflict to serve the story because we all know how catty and flaky and mean teenage girls can be. But like I said, the first book was all about racism, and I don't see the creative team moving on to something else. I'm sure they'll find some way to bring it in, even if that means having the island randomly attacked by white dudes. The book is due out in February 2025, and I'm sure all of you, every last one of you, just can't wait to pick up your copy. Y'all just gonna be tripping over them pre-orders. But what do I know? I'm just some guy.